the daily gambling game show that takes betting seriously, but not much else. Get our favorite plays on the totals, sides, props, exotics, and futures to jump on now.
So let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Subject som känner konstapappa konstapelina. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben.
Hey there, welcome back to Wanna Bet. We appreciate you guys tuning in as always. I'm Jason, that's Ben. I think I can speak for you, Beltway Ben. We love doing this. It's not really a job, it's more of a lifestyle, a vocation. We are going to be spending hours every morning and every night breaking down games across various sports, and we want to give you guys the plays we feel the strongest about every 24 hours, 7 days a week. And we do that right here. And we've done it, frankly, with tremendous success, and we intend to continue doing it. If you're new to the show, first, second, and third down, it's our favorite three plays that Ben and I have made since we last convened here on Wanna Bet. Fourth and long is really fourth and short. Some quick hitters to try to get you guys paid quickly. Bets that cash in the first quarter of a basketball or football game, maybe the first inning or first 3 innings, or maybe first 5 innings of a baseball game. And over time, we continue to pound football bets that we've made in OT. And as we always do, because we keep score here, we are transparent. Ben, how did it go last night? I'm not going to belabor the point. I got skunked here. We've been doing this show 3 months. There's probably been 3 shows where I really crapped my pants. And yesterday was one of them. I was lucky enough to tail Ben on a couple of WNBA play, I should say, that he crushed. And look, everything we get to on the show is not up there. We've got limited space. We're working on new graphics, etc. But everything lives forever on the net. And Beltway Ben, I'm going to shut up now because you had another monster night.
Yeah, it was a great night. We're now 24, up 24.84 units. And I think last week we were at like 14. So in the past week, I think we're growing pretty quickly, which was the goal. And I said during football season, it's going to grow even more. MLB, there's just not as much to pick from with props and stuff like that, as I'm a big props guy. But Hunter Brown, weird outing, gives up 2 earned runs, but 6 runs or 7 runs as it was. But he did go over the 6.5 strikeouts like we wanted. Kalia Copper was getting it done from the jump. We had that and her first quarter points. She scored 4. The number was 3.5, and I checked right around tip. It moved up to 4.5. So again, you watch these shows right around 12, you're getting better lines, and you're going to get right around tip off. So just another reason to watch these earlier. And then the Cubs on the money line, minus 142. Matt Shaw comes through with a base hit. I'm confident they're going to win that game. And all of a sudden, Matthew Boyd kind of falls apart in the 5th, and nothing really else got going. So that was a tough loss. But again, it was still a very profitable night for us there.
Yeah, shame on me with the Blue Jays. I should have just played the Bassett part of that game. I went back and forth first 5 in full game, and they blew a 4-0 lead after Bassett.
Jeff Hoffman.
Yeah, he sucks. That QR code is for our super Discord. Look, I had a bad night here. I did have A's money line and some other nice hits on the super Discord. Every bet we make, Ben and I, we immediately go to that Discord, and as soon as we make it, we put it in there in real time. The best odds, where we made the bet, what odds we got. Eric Casillas is in that. We've got a bunch of other professional handicappers who are joining in. You get everybody's picks at one price. There's different ways you can join. So that's the QR code. We'll post that on Twitter as well. All right, Beltway Ben. I'm glad you have the honors because you are hotter than me right now. What you got in first down?
First down, I'm going to go with a first 5 under. Anytime you take a Rockies under in general, you're playing a risk and you don't love it. But when you look at this pitching matchup, I'm pretty confident here. You have Framber Valdez, 1.84 ERA at home compared to 4.74 on the road. At Daikin Park, opposing batters are hitting 214 against him. He's been bad in August, but this is a lineup that should calm him down. I mean, if you look at Hunter Brown's outing yesterday, if they make the plays they're supposed to, he gives up 2 earned runs in 7 innings. Instead, they botch the ball around, they kick it around. Should have had a guy thrown out. They overturn that. Next pitch, Goodman hits a 2-run home run, and that really changed everything. And then you go to Chase Dollander, 3.95 ERA on the road. He's 2 completely different pitchers at Colorado compared to on the road. Opposing batters, 219 when he's pitching on the road, 341 in Colorado. And I get it, the Astros just tore Orioles pitching up. Well, they returned home yesterday and completely sucked against the dude they should have been hitting around. So
Yeah.
4.5 runs through the first 5. I'm going under here at -110.
They also could have helped Hunter Brown out and not left 5 on base in the first 2 innings when they had that kid's pitch count up to about 48 pitches through 2, and they only got 1 run out of it. That would have helped. I'm going to get this out of the way on first down. It's Quinn Priester Day, and that's a holiday around here at Wanna Bet, and that's where I get to serenade Beltway Ben, notorious Brew Crew hater, with the.
How about that bullpen last night?
Who won the game, Ben? Who won?
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say
Who won
that.
the game? I forget. Who scored 1 more run than the other team a day after they scored 2 more? You nitpicked them on Monday. They still covered the run line. They
The
still
bullpen
won
showed their
yesterday.
face again. The bullpen showed their face again.
Yeah. Well, they win a
The
lot of. They
fraudulent
win.
team.
They've won more games than anybody else in MLB, as best I can tell, as I read the standings. But look, it's Quinn Priester Day, and that is a holiday around here. Quinny P, Quinny P, Quinny P, you always cash for me. We love betting on Quinny P. Ding, ding, ding. If you haven't been keeping score, the Brew Crew have won 15 straight Quinn Priester starts. 15 straight. 7 straight at home. His home road splits aren't that significant. But you know who's are? Ryan Nelson, who's taking the bump for the foundering and floundering Diamondbacks. Check this out, Beltway Ben. Ryan Nelson has pitched 55 innings on the road. He's managed to walk 21 and give up 10 home runs. His ERA is only 5.01. I'm astonished it's not 7, considering how many people he's putting on base and how many are taking him deep. The Brew Crew just find ways to win. They're scrappy. They hustle. We love them. And Vegas refuses to price them like the best team in baseball, which they are. You like them on the run line. You like them on the money line. They've cashed for you more than anybody else. We ride Quinny P. Quinny P. Second down, Ben.
Yeah, I don't
If
say
the
we
Brewers
win.
win the World Series, will you sing the Quinny P song?
No. I have no respect for that fraudulent ass team.
If they win the World Series, how can they be fraudulent ass team?
Well, probably because they'll kick the ball over the fence to save a run there. And then something will happen that shouldn't. I mean, that's a fraudulent baseball team.
What would it take to get you to sing? What has to happen for you to a World Series sweep? Would you sing it? You can't say that's fraudulent. If they sweep the World Series, you'll sing the Quinny P song.
Yeah, again, that will never happen. They're not going to make the World Series. That bullpen.
Meaty wants to hear it. Choppy RIP wants to hear it.
Win them 4 straight games. What a fraudulent bullpen. I mean, we talked about that. Did you see that last night? What a fraudulent bullpen.
Quinny P. Beltway Ben's going to sing the Quinny P song. I have to put at least a copper-sized wager when the Brewers make the World Series to sweep the World Series. We celebrate Quinny P. All right, second down.
Crumble that one up and throw it in the trash. Right here, we're going to go Max Fried over 18.5 outs recorded at +120. He has not done this in 4 straight starts, right? He's under this in 4 straight. Hasn't been very good in the second half of the season. I mean, he comes out, starts off, and it looked like the best extension in the offseason. People thought he got overpaid. People thought there were too many years on the deal. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, wow, the Yankees won this through May. All of a sudden, no, that's not where it's at. He's starting to struggle, but he does face the Nats, who have a 573 OPS against left-handed pitching since July 15th. The worst in the MLB. They don't hit lefties, especially on the road. And he has a 2.44 ERA at Yankee Stadium. So this is a very good spot for him to get outs. And he should be able to beat up on some of the worst lineups he's facing, because against some of those good lineups, those teams are getting to him. He also has a lot of familiarity with Nats bats as he pitched in the NL for all those years, and he's had success against them.
I'm on that game. I'm on Max Fried as well. We'll get to that in fourth and short. Second down for me, Beltway Ben. The Baltimore Orioles, who don't have much of a bullpen, are basically throwing a bullpen game today against the Red Sox. I'm not sure how that's going to go. There was a time when I thought Rosny Contreras would be a legit number 2 or number 3 starter for the Pittsburgh Pirates after he was dealt by the Yankees in the Jameson Taillon trade. Saw him pitch a couple times in the minors, was pretty impressed. It was a long time ago. He wasn't very good at NAFA this year at AAA. The Orioles have called up a whole lot of other kind of bogus arms before they got around to needing Contreras. However they use him, opener, bulk guy, that doesn't bode well. Oh yeah, and it's Brian Bayo on the other side. The Orioles lineup is atrocious right now. It's home run reliant, and the guy who hits the home runs is Gunnar Henderson, and I think Bayo's smart enough to pitch around him with no Westberg and no Rutschman in that lineup. Bayo's got a 2.91 his last 7. He's got a 2.75 his last 15. Bayo has a 3.06 ERA on the road. He does not mind being away from Fenway Park. Bayo's last 5 outings against the Orioles, 3-1 record, 3.16 ERA, 28 strikeouts, Beltway, Ben. 28 strikeouts in those outings. Boston's offense has been scuffling a little bit as well, but I think they break through today. I think the Red Sox win this game by 3 or 4 runs at least. Third down, Beltway, Ben.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned it. Bayo's ERA on the road, it's actually, I think, slightly better than at home or right around it. It's pretty crazy. The guy's been awesome. That's another, talking about extensions that look good. That extension from Boston.
A year ago, it didn't look so good. Now it looks genius.
Right. And he's not walking guys again, so he's finally turned it back on. Marina Mabry, over 14.5 points at -135. We will get back to her in fourth and short, but I did that yesterday, Copper Cash for both of us. But the Wings are allowing 91.4 points per game over their last 7 games. That is the most in the WNBA. Talked about it yesterday with a 3-point prop that stands out. Allowed 3-pointer stands out to me with some guards who shoot the ball a lot. Marina Mabry is one of those. The Wings are allowing 11.1 3-pointers per game. That is also the most in the WNBA. Mabry is over this in 2 straight games and 6 of her last 10. She was awesome to start the year, then dealt with an injury. And since she's come back, there's been a lot of inconsistency, but she's gotten more and more comfortable. She's playing a lot. And I'll get to it again, like I said, in fourth and short, but she plays the full first quarter and then comes in and plays 6 to 7 minutes in the second quarter too. So we don't have to worry about minutes because I think this should be a pretty tight game as well.
Sounds like I'm going to be hopping on your fourth and short. Third down for me. I am on your Chicago Cubbies, Beltway, Ben. I know they blew it last night, but let's be real about the San Francisco Gigantes. They're 6-25 on the run line, their last 31 at home. They are 3-15 on the money line, their last 18 at home. Now, I know the Cubs struggle against left-handed pitching on the road. That's a fact. But, boy, Carson Whisenhunt ain't very good. And, I mean, he's pitched 9 innings in that ballpark in San Francisco, Beltway, Ben, and managed to give up 4 home runs. This is a Cubbies team that is big believers in launch angle, are they not? I mean, they are kind of at times a feast or famine home run generated offense. I think they're going to get after this kid today. There's nothing special about Ray on the mound for Chicago. You look at his StatCast page, it won't blow you away, but they win an awful lot when he's on the mound. He's basically the same guy at Wrigley as the road, like a 3.8 road ERA, like it's better than league average. And the Cubbies had been hot until they crapped the bed last night. So I like that money line price. It's a bad Giants bullpen, and Whisenhunt hadn't shown me much at the major league level. I think it's a bounce back spot for the Cubbies. All right, let's get your fourth and short here, Beltway, Ben. You just teased it.
Yeah, like I said, we're going to do what we did yesterday. We took the regular points, and now we're going to first quarter points, and we're going to play over 3.5. To be honest, the Wings are allowing 23.6 points per game in the first quarter. That is the most in the WNBA. Their defense is not good. They've dealt with a ton of injuries. Paige is awesome, but Paige can't do it all, and Paige also isn't an amazing defender. So maybe I might get that matchup. Whoever she gets, I'm not worried about it. She's over this in 2 straight and 4 of her last 6, and I just mentioned it. She's playing 9 to 10 minutes in the first quarter. We did take her a week and a half ago, and I said, she's playing 10 minutes in the first quarter. All of a sudden, she's tired, and they sub her out with 7 minutes, and I'm like, the one time we take it. So we did lose by a half a point there, but I'm not worried here. I think she's going to play the 9 to 10 minutes we need and go over 3.5 points.
I love it. I'm on it. Meatball's on it. Choppy's always on it. I love tailing your calculated first quarter WNBA plays. It's made money for you. It's made money for me. It's made money for our viewers. I'm going to a Nerfy here. Last night, I had a rare double Nerfy loss. Both teams scored in the first inning. I'm usually better than that. I think we can bounce back here. Now, I'm going to put out the caveat. There's not a whole lot on tonight's Major League schedule that I really loved from a first 3 and Nerfy standpoint. I'm taking a risk here. If you're with me, you're taking a risk that Cade Cavalli in the Bronx for the first time will continue to present himself as he has. I think he will. I think the kid's got some stones. I think he's got some shit to him. I think he's going to get off and have adrenaline in this first inning against the Yankees lineup that's been a little hit or miss. Both these teams are Yurfie teams, but if you look at their home road splits, the Yankees are basically 50-50 at home, and the Nats are basically 50-50 on the road. The Nats are 6-5 to the Nerfy their last 11, as are the Yankees. Cavalli, if you haven't been paying attention since he got called up, 4 starts, a 2.82 ERA, a 1.3 WHIP. Look, it's only 4 starts, so I'm not going to go crazy about what he's done in the first inning. It's been pretty good. That changeup, people still can't adjust to. His velo ticks up early, so I think that change of pace can bode well for him here. Max Fried has given up some first inning runs lately, but for the season, he's got a 2.42 ERA in the first inning. The league's batting just 2.02 off him in the first inning, a 1.04 WHIP in the first inning. He has cashed for us quite a bit on Nerfies. Again, lately, he hasn't been as locked in. And I know the Nats hit better on the road than at home, but Beltway Ben, this tough lefty, I think he can neutralize Abrams. I think he can neutralize Wood. And I think Cavalli will be pumped up in the first inning. We're getting some value here. Nats, obviously, very sort of up and down, wildly oscillating offensive team. And I think Cavalli can get us through the first. So we're on that Nerfy. Overtime, football plays. What you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go to college football again. I give you a little bit of a hint here. Well, my first NFL player prop, as soon as I get it, will be, well, maybe not first, but the most important one, Ricky Pearsall over his receiving yards. They have everybody's receiving yards up, but Ricky is not up because they know. I mean, that'll probably be a public play, but I'm not worried about it. I think he's going to eat with Jennings and Ayuk and all those guys out. But we can't find that yet. I think we'll get it in the next few days. So I'm going to go to college football here. Baylor on the money line at plus 112. We're getting plus money on them at home, right? In Waco. McLean Stadium's going to be jumping. And Auburn, I'll be honest with you, I'm a Terps fan. I'm also an Auburn fan. I've loved Auburn since Cam Newton went there. I've always rooted for him. I'm not buying what they have, right? Hugh is not the guy.
Yeah.
I don't think they're ever going to figure it out. They hit the transfer portal hard. They get all these guys, and it just doesn't work out. They've underachieved really since he's taken over. And when you look at the quarterback matchup here, Jackson Arnold, number 1 quarterback coming out of Texas, ends up going to Oklahoma. Didn't work. Did not look good at all. So now he's transferring to Auburn. In this situation, I'm not buying it. Sawyer Robinson has been awesome at Baylor since transferring over. And he's also had a very good year last year, was really good down the stretch. And now he's the vet here, and you're facing a guy in Arnold who there were question marks as it was. They wanted to run the football a lot because he wasn't doing much. So I do think Robinson outplays Arnold here. And I think Aranda's going to have his guys ready to go. Baylor overachieved a ton last season. Aranda gets the most out of his guys. And you look at the other sideline, it's like, I don't think they're getting near enough out of their guys. So I am going to go with the better coach and the better quarterback here. I'm going to go Baylor on the money line plus 112.
Excellent. Excellent. I will have a college football play on tomorrow's show, which I will not be a part of because I'll be moving my son Rocco up to College Park, Maryland. But you and Eric Casillas will hold it down, and I will give my picks. The last time we did that, I went. It was a perfect show for me. So I am superstitious. Do you know anybody who gambles regularly who isn't superstitious?
No, absolutely not. And I played baseball in college. Superstitions are it's serious. It's a serious thing.
I'm superstitious across the board, but I'm really friggin' superstitious when it comes to gambling.
If something good goes well, if you're following a game on your phone, something good goes well when you're in it, and you swipe out and go back in. I usually get odd. You know what I'm saying? I swipe out. I'm like, I was in it. It was on an odd number when I had opened this app. I'm very superstitious.
If I'm on a game, and I will toggle between watching it on the StatCast and watching it in real life, and whichever one shit starts going better for me I turn the other one off and stick with that one.
I do the same thing. I do the exact same thing.
The other day we were doing our radio show, and T-Bone, one of the guys on the show, asked to borrow my pencil. And I'm like, you can borrow it, but you're going to give it back to me. And he's like, dude, you got 1 million pencils in your bag. And I'm like, bro, when you're done with that pencil, give it back to me. Because it's the pencil I had been using, figuring out which games I'm playing in my notebooks. And the pencil was on fire. And he thought I was playing around. And I'm like, dude,
No, it's a
like,
serious thing.
I'm like, bro, you're a cooler in general. Like, you got 2 more minutes with that pencil, and I'm taking it back. Like, yeah.
No, but for the listeners, it's a serious thing. Like it is. I'm not.
It is with me.
I know. A lot of other people are too. And
Yeah.
want to act like they're not. It definitely is.
Yeah. All right, overtime. It's football, which for me is also football. I forgot. I wanted to get this other soccer play in somewhere. I like FC Copenhagen today to win on the money line against FC Basel at home. I'm not going to give you a full breakdown on it. But like, I do want to throw that out there. You can get it around minus 125-ish to minus 140, depending on where you shop. I do like Copenhagen today. Celtic crushed us yesterday. Celtic in 180 minutes couldn't score against a side from Kazakhstan. Okay. My NFL overtime play, Beltway Ben, and that Copenhagen is an official play for me. Like, whatever. Yes, we are scoring it. Jalen Hurts under 27.5 attempts. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to run the football down Dallas Cowboys' throat, like everybody runs football down Dallas Cowboys' throat. And I don't get too caught up in preseason, Beltway Ben, but Dallas ain't any better stopping the run. They're lighting the ass up front. Their best pass rusher, Micah Parsons, may or may not play in this game. You can run on him if he's on the field. That's what you want to do to tire him out. And if he's on the field, he's not going to be 100%. But, like, the Eagles are playing the long game. The Eagles are trying to win back-to-back Super Bowls. And the Eagles know the only way this thing can get derailed is if Dallas's pass rush does the job. If you want to look at Jalen Hurts' last 10 regular season wins, Beltway Ben, he's over this in passing attempts. Regular season wins, last 10. He's over this in just 2 of those 10 games. And one of those was 28. His career average passing attempts against division opponents is 24. His last 4 times against the Dallas Cowboys, passing attempts, 20, 27, 23, 25. It would not shock me, Beltway Ben, if Tanner McKee is playing in the fourth quarter of this game. I think this is a blowout. I think it's a road grade. And I just don't see the Eagles getting too cute here. I also like Hurts to score a touchdown in this game. Why? Because he pretty much is good for an anytime touchdown his last 2 seasons. That on game day often is like minus 250. Okay, right now you can get a Hurts anytime touchdown for minus 120. Beltway Ben, I got a trivia question for you. Which NFL team gave up the most rushing touchdowns in the league last year? Take a guess.
I guess Dallas.
You're locked in, Beltway Ben. Yeah, they gave up 25 rushing touchdowns in the regular season last year. The tush push might be going away. It's a primetime game. Sirianni likes to give people the old, hey, oh. So, yeah, plus 250 on that. I'm with it. Yeah, so that's where we are. Beltway Ben, show the people how we did last night. Was not a great night for me. Was an awesome night for you. There you go. That Super Discord gives you access to every pick we make in every app that we're betting in real time. We go, we register and log that pick, along with a lot of other professional handicappers. In the Super Discord, we let you know where we played it, at what price, with which book, in real time. We love doing this. We do this every day. Ben and Eric Casillas will be back tomorrow. I will have my picks that those guys will give out through the show. We're excited to, football's here. We're excited to be doing this 7 days a week, basically. From here on out, it's usually at noon, sometimes a little sooner. We thank you guys for tuning in as always. We are already looking forward to tomorrow's show. Hit some winners with us at WannaBet.